Go ahead.
All right. Hey, this is Eric. We're at NAMM 13 in the Monster booth, standing with David Vincent, lead singer of Morbid Angel. Just gonna kind of get a feel for the show. How's it been going for you? What are your plans for 2013? Morbid
Awesome.
Angel. What do you got in store?
Well, I had a very busy year last year. In fact, I just got home from a marathon European tour on Christmas Eve. So just adjusted to that, got over here to the show, and I always come to these NAMM shows. I've been coming every year for so many years now because it's a cool place to be. I get to meet with all my friends, all the people that make all the cool gear that I've used for so many years, and looking forward to the next couple days getting around to see all the people that make the stuff that I depend on every day. Monster cables obviously are one of those things that are a lifeline between me and my sound. And we have touring coming up again beginning in April, so I got a couple months downtime that I'm going to use to write some new stuff and beat the world down as only we do.
Now that you've got your, everything, at this show is obtainable, you've got your dream setup, your dream rig. What did you start with when you were first, learning guitar? What was your, this is like, this is my rig right now at that level when you were first starting? What did that consist of?
Goodness, I went through all kinds of stuff. A lot of junk. I thought bigger was better, and I went and bought the biggest speakers I could and just, almost a PA system. And then I realized, wow, I went in one day to a music store, and the guy had suggested to me that I try out an Ampeg SVT. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. I said, what is this, 218s? He said, no, 810s. I'm like, 10s, huh? Interesting. I would never thought that a 10-inch speaker could, of course you're a kid, you're learning how all this stuff works. But the moral of that story was that size is not necessarily as important as proper tuning and clarity and porting and a number of the different things that, the technology starts off in one direction, and then as it progresses and people learn and how to tune a cabinet, you don't need huge monster speakers anymore. Not your monster, but huge, large-sized speakers, because you can get a monster sound out of something as small as a clarity system these days.
When did you develop, at what stage in your career did you develop your signature sound? You're like, wow, I've discovered this. This is what I want to go with. This is going to be my thing. Did you ever reach that moment?
I don't think we ever do.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever do. Once we relax enough to even admit that we've come up with that, then that's where the growth stops, and I would never want that to happen. So, yeah, I know what my sound is. I know, what kind of equipment I use, what pickups I use, what amps I use. But in terms of trying new things, I'm always open to suggestions.
So, you've been going. You guys started what, Morbid Angel in '86?
'86.
You've been going, many, many years. What's the drive that keeps you guys going? What keeps the passion alive every morning when you wake up?
I think what it is for me is I love what I do, and when you have your means of employment involves entertaining people and bringing people out of a slump, or helping them get some frustrations out, or just helping them enjoy an evening of music and taking them away from the mundane everyday thing that all of us have to go through. That's a calling that can't be topped for me.
What's the biggest show that you've ever done where it's just you kind of looked out over the crowd and just kind of had to take it in and just like, wow, I'm actually doing this right now?
Over 200,000 people in Bogota, Colombia, at an outdoor festival. I couldn't even see. I've always gone on this thing where you want to play to the last person, play to the outskirts of the people, because if you can do that, everyone else sees you. I couldn't even see that far. It was really. I was like, all right, game on, guys. Let's just go, and hopefully everything works out well, and it did. So that was really cool.
All right, man. I appreciate your time. We're here in the booth. I have to ask you, are you a monster?
I am a freaking monster. Yes, I am.
Thank you very much, man.